guys, and welcome back to My Mind and Muscles. For those of you who are already subscribed to my channel, welcome back. I've missed you. Missed you so much. Missed you so much. For those of you who are new, go ahead and click that subscribe button, like this video, and sign up for post notifications so you don't miss any more of my content, okay? So today we are talking about COVID co-parenting. I just wanted to kind of have some dialogue and create a space for people who are co-parenting through this pandemic to be able to come and kind of put some ideas out there, because I'm sure we all could use some help, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, I don't even know if y'all could tell. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all probably like, dang, she actually sounds tired compared to some of my other vlogs. Like, it's a lot when making decisions as a co-parent, even during a pandemic. The main concern is the child, right? So I've come up with a few tips that Mel's father and I have been successful with using during this time. So the first decision is obviously deciding whether or not you can manage having a primary parent. And what I mean is whether or not the child will stay with one parent physically during the spread of the pandemic, or whether or not the custody will be shared between both co-parents. And that's a hard one, because some people have legal arrangements that require the child to be, you know, with one parent for a certain amount of time and then with another parent during a certain amount of time. But it's very helpful that you guys communicate to one another to say, okay, we need to put our child first. Let's figure out what we're going to do. So the next thing you want to do is set some boundaries. For instance, and I'm just going to use me and Quentin as an example. So I am working from home. I'm fortunate to have a job that allows me to work full-time from home during the pandemic. Mel's father is an essential worker. Therefore, he has been working out in the world during the pandemic. There have actually been a couple of cases at his job, so we decided very early on that because there was no testing at the time, we decided that we would not have any communication except through phone FaceTime with him at first. That was a hard decision to make, but it was one that we felt would be best for everyone involved. I'm with my parents, so they're older, and I didn't want to put their health at risk, and neither did he. Not to mention Melanie, even though they were saying at the time children, you know, would get it and be asymptomatic, she would be the one to spread it to everybody in the house. And so we just felt like it was better just to play it safe and him continue to work until we could kind of figure something out later. Mel learned how to FaceTime during her time being here, so she literally picks up the phone, FaceTimes him whenever she wants. He answers, they talk, they have little midday conversations. It's so cute. He even goes as far as to have like little learning lessons with her on FaceTime, which I love. Once the numbers started to decline just a little bit, you know, there hadn't been any more cases at his job put in some measures to protect everyone, provided them with masks, you know, gloves and things of that nature. We moved forward to doing outside visits. So now he'll come in the house, wash his hands, put his mask on, and then he goes back outside, and he and Mel will have their time on the back porch with, you know, whatever they want to do, whether it's painting or, you know, just playing with whatever game or toy that she has. They just have we've gone to outside time. Would I change the way we did it, considering that he never got the virus? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I don't think that he would change it either. Support your co-parent however you can. Like Quint, I don't even think Quint understands just how appreciative I was. There was one particular day where he sat with Mel at the front door, and I think I walked away, like, because Mel was just so content with sitting with him playing at the front door that I was able to walk away and get stuff done for like an hour. Like, the fact that he was willing to sit outside like that for like an hour meant the world to me, because it's not ideal and it probably doesn't feel fair. It's not fair, honestly, but it was, you know, it was what we had to do to stay safe at the time. And I was so thankful and so appreciative for it, because it really helped me out a lot. I get a break every day during her nap, but I get like, you know, just more time away to get some other things done, and she gets time with her dad, which I know she loves, because that glass thing was rough at first. It was hard for him and equally hard for her, so it was hard for me because I hated seeing the both of them like that, but we just had to do what we had to do. So make room for makeup. So Quentin and I have already talked about this as well, like, you know, once this is all over, which who knows when that'll be, or, you know, at some point we will make up the time that he's missed with her. She will get to spend some, you know, back-to-back weekends with him. So basically for every 2 weeks that we're on lockdown, that's an extra weekend. So for instance, let's say this lockdown lasts for 12 weeks, then he has her for 6 weekends in a row. That's how we decided to do it, because we didn't want to just like say like, okay, for the rest of the year you have weekends, like, because he works a lot in a week, so he needs a weekend break every now and then. And I mean, the last bit of advice, honestly, just do what works best for you. Like, I just gave y'all all those tips and tricks that Quentin and I did, but y'all don't have to do any of them. Like, at the end of the day, do what works for you. This is a hard time for all of us. I think it's safe to say that, you know, us mommies who are working from home while also trying to raise and educate and feed our children, we're tired. We're really tired, but we can do this. To kind of sit back and say like, okay, Morgan, this isn't normal. This isn't real life. I keep telling myself like, this is not real life. Like, it's okay. Like, she doesn't understand, but you're doing what's best for her, and that's what really matters. So keep loving your babies. Keep doing what's best for them. Think about at the same time what's best for you. Work with your co-parent to find a common ground. And we're gonna get through this, y'all. Like, we are. We're resilient. We'll make it through. Leave some comments below, because I want to know what other suggestions you guys may have for co-parenting through COVID-19, and I'll see you in the next video.